Today they've got me on the roof, so I'm not sure if you can see the view that I've got behind me. I mean, it is of course safe. They have a harness system set up. Our job here is to use bitumen to seal off any leaks that we've got in this roof. And that's it, all harnessed up. Loving life. Got an amazing view, got the sun. It's causing my glasses to turn into sunglasses through the reaction. So yeah, I decided to do this video today based on a day in my life, what I do in a day. And usually I'm awake at 5 a.m, but I've woken up late the past couple of days. My partner's had restless sleep with knee, hip and back pain. That's causing me to hardly get any sleep. It's probably going to be an early one tonight. I start work at 7 a.m. usually. My shift starts at 8 a.m, so I go in an hour early every day for overtime. I need to leave an hour early today to see my chiropractor. Then gotta go shopping. So I should be able to show you what I eat in a day too. Got started on my work, making the rounds, going around making sure all the rubbish is cleared from all of the workstations. While doing this, I was listening to Ed from the Outer Light YouTube channel, catch up on the news. It shows an interesting collection of crazy things going on in the Masonic theatre that we've come to know as Clown World. I like Ed's delivery. Used to watch a lot of shows like his. A lot of them had their channels removed from YouTube. Amazing Polly was a great one too. Her videos are still on BitChute. I'll put links in the description. Ed managed to keep his channel because he deleted every video he had posted after getting his second community standards strike. Something that I may be faced with myself one day. Just hope I'm as prepared as he was. So then 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. I was listening to Leo Dickinson's Sumo channel, as it's sumo season. Every 2 months there's a sumo tournament, and I love watching the sumo. It's something I got into because I was learning Japanese, and it's a very interesting sport. A friend of mine, Tom, I know him as Goku, as he is one of the nicest guys that has ever existed, also very strong. He used to be a wrestler, and met up with him, believe this was last year. I asked if he was still into wrestling. He mentioned that he'd been getting into the sumo. So I started looking into it, and it's actually one of the greatest sports there is. I can't watch sports like football or other things because it feels scripted, it feels fake. It feels like the decision was already made before the sporting event was even scheduled. They already knew who the winners were going to be, and everything is done in certain ways so that the only winners are the bookies and the people getting money out of these companies. I do think a lot of what you see in competitive sports, you're not actually able to watch competitive sports. You're watching actors fulfilling roles. Watching sumo does actually feel like I'm watching competitive sport. This is two warriors going head to head, usually charging into each other head first, heads collide, and it's being able to put the other person out of the ring or on the floor. It's very interesting in the way that they do the scores, and it can be very gripping when you're watching the matches. I find that you tend to pick many favorites. You tend to enjoy the way that certain rikishis do their sumo, their own specific style of sumo. My favorite, Ura, is a very non-traditional sumo wrestler. He upset a few of the elders when he chose his mawashi, His mawashi is deep pink. You won't see him using a specific style against other Rikishis. You'll see him doing extreme things. Like when faced with some of the bigger fighters, he will attempt to pick them up and throw them. The heart and spirit of this man is what makes him so popular. His name, Ura, has Sanskrit roots, meaning of the heart, or the heart. In Russian, it would be more a celebration of victory, some Ura! In Japanese, I believe it meant something like concealment, secret, something, which is also quite reflective of his style, as he doesn't tend to follow a specific style. People can't really predict what he's going to do. There's also many other Rikishis that I like following whenever I see their matches. Tobizaru, the Flying Monkey, is another favorite. There's Koto no Waka. People basically describe this guy as having a set of pillows for breasts. In fact, pillow tits is a more common name that you'll hear him being referred to by fans. And this is not meant as a sign of disrespect. This is, a lot of fans will make fun of the names, but still really enjoy watching that Rikishi, have nothing but respect for the Rikishi. Koto is a instrument. It's a Japanese instrument that's similar to a harp or a guitar. No meaning of, and Waka meaning young. He actually changed his name when he became an Ozeki, which is the second highest rank in sumo. When he became an Ozeki, he took on his grandfather's name, which was Koto Zakura, which should be a harp of cherry blossom, which, because of the name change, I've been referring to him as Pillow Zakura. Ono Sato, who just lost his first match today of the tournament, had a very good record up until this point. O means king, no means of, and Sato means village, but also can mean sugar. I think King of the Village and King of Sugar are both great names for a sumo wrestler. There are some hilarious ones. Nishikigi, it translates as well-dressed tree. So yeah, I tend to listen to the sumo, and I had my first break. I decided to sit down and eat some peanut butter out of a tub with a spoon. And it was delicious. That's about all I had for lunch. It's now lunchtime as I'm recording this. Didn't even fancy getting down from the roof, though it was quite fun. Enjoying the view, I'm enjoying the sun, I'm enjoying the space. Just had my supervisor shout up as he realized I was still on the roof. He was just letting me know it was break time. It was very nice of him. I did say I'm perfectly content up here, enjoying having my break. So yeah, the things that I could listen to now, I tend to find information from all over the place. I don't tend to just keep going back to the same spots. I think when it comes to it, I have a craving to gain more knowledge, gain more perspective, even if I have no respect for the source of the information. I'll still try my best to take the information on board, discern for myself whether it has any grounds to it. As it doesn't matter which person reads out the truth. If you were to write that person off based on the looks of that person, then your ability to judge the information and discern whether or not it's true for yourself it is not getting any better. Because all it would take is for someone to get someone that you don't trust to read out the truth, and then you will automatically assume that the truth is false. So it's a clever trick that's often done by what you would call shills. This is about as processed as I buy. It's processed food, so it's not that great for you. Some people, they would tell you that this is a good protein replacement and necessary. I don't think that at all. I don't think that protein is necessary. This is what I consider junk food for myself. It has at least got sea salt rather than regular salt. I think that would have been a deal breaker for me. It's something that I have occasionally when I fancy doing some cooked food. I drink these. They cost £3.40 for 1 litre. And these are the only reason why I'm a vegetarian and not a vegan. Because the oranges contain shellac, which is an insect product. I'm not really keen on the idea of them harvesting insects for their products. But this is a choice I must make, to either go without unpasteurized orange or stick to just making it myself. But even making it myself, trying to make sure I've obtained oranges that don't have insect wax all over them. Or the citrus fruits that you find in the supermarket, they tend to have been treated with imazolol, thiabendazole, wax E903, and wax E904. E904 is shellac, which is secreted from the insects. These ones have imazolol, thiabendazole, pyrimethanol, and wax E903. E903 is carnauba wax, which is from a tree, I believe, and not from an insect. However, the use of the imazolol and thiabendazole is also a factor which would make these fruits and veg that are sprayed with these chemicals also non-vegan. So that's the fight when you're trying to get away from animal products and animal harm. It's just too difficult to do that and shop at supermarkets. Grab this piece of ginger that looks like a crab Pokemon. If I buy turmeric, it's in that form, not in powder. This is the peanut butter I use. It's £7.15 a kilogram. So what I try and do is wait until it's on offer, or until these ones are on offer, as the price can come down to £3 for the smaller ones, £5 for the bigger ones. Some negi or spring onions. I like the big ones. They're reasonably priced. Also, sometimes nice to have the red ones too. The tomatoes are very nice in here. The cherry tomatoes can be quite hard to beat. So I got back close to 9 p.m., put the shopping away, listened to a bit of Sam's live stream, and fixed up a snack of mangoes and figs. It's now 11:40, and I'm just trying to edit the last of this video to get it up before midnight. I keep to my one post per day. So I shall give you the results of the what I eat in a meal as part of tomorrow's video. So until then, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.